the UNCF's Forum on Digital Media Literacy and Networked Learning Environments at Huston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas, Dr. Katynka Martinez presented her research on youth self-narration in video game design environments.
How many people have played Pac-Man or are familiar with that game? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Pac-Man today, which you probably thought, I thought we were focusing on contemporary new digital media, but it's all related.
Dr. Martinez observed Latino high schoolers in Los Angeles enrolled in an animation course as they created their own versions of Pac-Man. She found that the students' personal experiences and opinions emerged in the narratives they developed for the game.
So a group of high school students enrolled in this after-school animation program, and they were students who, when I asked them what their favorite video games were, they listed FIFA Soccer, Guitar Hero, Counter-Strike as some of their favorite video games. And when I told them that they were going to be creating a version of Pac-Man, you can imagine they were pretty disappointed. Nevertheless, the students in the class became more interested in Pac-Man when they learned that they would have the opportunity of creating their own version of the game and personalizing it to reflect their own experiences. After creating maps of their neighborhoods, the students turned their attention to the Pac-Man maze and began to imagine this landscape in relation to their own neighborhood. So the teens created these new versions of Pac-Man, and the new versions of Pac-Man were situated in their neighborhoods, which was the Koreatown, Pico Union area of Los Angeles, which is just west of downtown LA.
One thing that is useful for students to do is to become a part of that conversation and explain, you know, the layers of meanings that these places have for them, and kind of redefine those places based on their own experiences. And whether that happens through video games or through film, I think it's something that they will be redefining in their own terms.
Now, today I'm going to focus first on one version of the game that's called El Immigrante. The two boys that created this game refer to their parents' undocumented status as influencing their decision to choose an immigrant as the protagonist of their game. So this is one version of Pac-Man, which, you know, changed the yellow Pac-Man figure to this man with a yellow hat, this immigrant who was walking through Los Angeles. The creators of the game explained the object of the game as follows, quote, "This story is about an immigrant that came to the United States to have a better life. El Immigrante is trying to pick up all the trash around his neighborhood to keep it clean, but he can't because there's Minutemen after him to send him back to his country." Now, the rules of this game are inscribed on the next slide, and they're inscribed on a resident alien card, thereby pointing to the importance of this form of identification if one is to achieve success in the game of El Immigrante.
What does it mean to win a game? What do you need? What skills do you need, or how do you become empowered?
The games that were created in the animation class are pretty simple compared to the three-dimensional games like Grand Theft Auto that present photorealistic environments and offer various viewing angles to its players. However, these seemingly rudimentary games present important counter-narratives that challenge the values and ideologies present in many games' depictions of Los Angeles.
Dr. Martinez's research included discussions with the students about these mainstream photorealistic games, such as Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which has been the subject of controversy due to its depictions of violent behavior in the community.
I had a conversation with one boy, Eddie, who told me he has a friend who lives in Watts, and he said that he felt GTA San Andreas captured some of the beauty of that neighborhood. Which is surprising when he said that, but then I asked him to follow up on that, and he said, and this is an image from GTA San Andreas, and he says, because that's how it is over there, around there, when it's sunset, it's orange, not blue. You know, like around here, it's kind of like bluish, but over there, it's orange. I don't know, for some reason. And they did that in the game. It's like orange. You get this feel that it's just really cool. Eddie's reference to this pretty view may seem at odds with the critiques of the game's rampant violence and representations of African American and Latino youth, but I highlight this interview because Eddie is also drawing attention to kind of the cinematic quality of recent video games and describes the landscape in the game almost as how somebody would describe cinematography in a film.
The students who participated in the game design program that I worked with, I don't think anyone who participated in that game design program thinks that all of the students are going to become game designers. That wasn't the goal, or to become animators, but it's more just to give them opportunities to express themselves through new mediums and to feel confident engaging in that type of self-narration, and to just more than that think critically of the world around them and how that world has been represented, whether it's through films or through video games, and that they can contest that. They can contest that either through stories that they tell of their own experiences there, stories that they post on Facebook, or through games that they create themselves, or if they go into the literary world, writing novels about their own life experiences. But we don't know where they're going to go from here, but what's most important is that they have the tools and the self-confidence to challenge anything that they feel doesn't accurately reflect their experiences.
you.